guy who's my bro, as in friends, switched up. He calls me out in public settings, not necessarily by name, but he makes it obvious he's talking about me, and I totally left the stance of being humble and mature about conversation. It's almost as if he now feels entitled, and all this stems from something I helped him achieve. He used to come to me for food or if he needed help with something, and I'd give it to him because that's just the kind of person I am. We used to also go on trips. I've grown to understand I can't match his energy because when I did, it brought out my worst enemy from within myself. How would I be as a friend to him without letting my frustrations show? So I guess long story short, this person had a friend. So because we're here, I'm just going to role play like that. Like she said, she likes examples, I like examples. Yeah. So I'm over here, I'm just a generous person. And then here Portia is, if she switches up, she now feels entitled because I helped her get to a place where she wanted to be. Yeah. Now she doesn't want to, she calls me out of my name through social media, through wherever we might be. Mm-hmm. And I just don't know how to match her energy because I see how petty she is. And I just don't understand why she does what she does. But every time I think about it, I get frustrated and my worst enemy comes out. So how should I act towards her? That's basically what he's asking. Sorry if I butchered that up.
Fight her? No.
No, that's tough. And I think that when it comes to things like that, where you're just naturally a generous person, people can take advantage of you. Mm-hmm. I feel like also you can get to the point where you start resenting the person. Yeah. And I don't think that's healthy at all. Mm-hmm. If it were me and you did that to me, I'd honestly pray for her. Yeah. I'm not going to lie. I pray for her because I know that she's broken and she needs help. Not to say that I don't need help, but I clearly see how something that's very superficial is getting to her ego. Mm-hmm. Not your ego, but getting to the person's ego. And that's just not good with me for the season I'm in my life. Now, in terms of being a friend, I'd still be a friend, but I'd probably have limits or protect my boundaries, protect my peace, because I know that me seeing her, or if, the guy seeing his friend, would bring out his worst enemy. That person can start being very, what's that thing called? Vulgar. Mm-hmm. That person can start being very envious. You just never know. Mm-hmm. So I would just say protect your boundaries, protect your spirit, and not be afraid. I wouldn't say you would lose a friend, but don't be afraid to protect your peace.
Yeah. I definitely agree with that. I feel like I would kill him with kindness. Like, and that actually happened to me this one time. Well, not exactly, but in the same ballpark. Mm-hmm. But there was somebody that hated me so badly.
Jesus, hate.
And I didn't know what I did to them. But honestly, I just kept helping her out. Like, if she needed something, I was like, oh, hey, I have it. And after a while, it was kind of like she talked about me less and less. And then finally she came to me and was like, hey, like, you helped me out when times like you shouldn't have. Like, I literally hated you for no reason and everything. And just over time. But even while giving that advice, I know that it doesn't always come out perfectly, in that case. Mm-hmm. Some people are going to get mad that you're not responding to how they're, talking about you. That. Yeah, so then they're going to turn it up a notch. And they're going to they could do anything from that point. I would feel like from that point, you just got to assess the situation, what they're doing, and probably just stay at home. But actually, cut that actually. But it's true, like some people get so mad that you're not responding, so they do take it up a notch. So from there,
that's true. I saw a post to go over that. I can't remember exactly how it was, but it said basically your joy or your happiness or something like that kills their demons inside of them. Mm-hmm. So like the more you're illuminated, the more that you're chasing after yours, the more you're just being a better version. It's getting them upset because they wish they could have been that person, or they realize that this person's moving on and they don't want true success for you.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think that's petty.
And it's envious, like really envious in a way. Like they don't want you to reach your full destiny because they feel like maybe they should have been there.
They maybe, it could also be that they used to be in that place and then for whatever reasons, they're no longer that person.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? So like, I know for some people, you could be, doing what God wants you to do and doing this and doing that. And now you finally got to a place where your prayers have been answered and they start being jealous because it's like, oh wait, how did you get there? I remember when you used to do this, this, and this.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Mm-hmm. I could definitely see that, and that's envious. Like, and really just okay. So there's a difference between jealousy and being envious, and I feel like when you sense like the person is envious of you, that's more dangerous, because when they're envious of you, they're willing to go to any length or extent to knock you from what position you're in. Jealousy, I feel like that's a natural feeling that everybody has. Like, oh, you have a nice house. Oh, I'm a little jealous, but that pushes you to work harder. But envious is like, oh, well, you shouldn't have that, and I should have that type of feeling. So if you feel like somebody's on that level, that's definitely even what I should have said for toxic traits too. If we go back, but yeah.
And we're not saying you should be a jealous person, because even in biblical text, it talks about jealousy. But what we're saying is like it's more dangerous. Like this reminded me of a verse. I believe it's in Proverbs, and I'll link it here. But it says, "Better is open rebuke than hidden love. Faithful are the wounds of a friend. Profuse are the kisses of an enemy." And basically, an enemy may tell us what we want to hear, and it might be, like she said, go whatever length. So they'll be in disguise as your friend, but a real friend, and this has nothing to do with the person's question, but a real friend will be there and give you that constructive criticism you need. So instead of it being like, oh, this person's jealous of me, it's more like, no, I understand this person wants to help me and whatever. This has nothing to do with that video. So,
Right?
what I'm trying to say is, even homeboy, that Judas, like he kissed Jesus and was like, you know, y'all, I'm the person I'm gonna kiss, that's the person you need to kill, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And but Judas was rocking with him from the beginning. So that's even to, I guess, summarize everything. Just because somebody's rocking with you from the beginning does not mean that they're for you.
Yeah.
Because people evolve. God will send people in your life for a season or a reason. People hear that all the time, but it's true. You know, you might see somebody at the supermarket one day. That might be your friend for that season. Or you have classes. Those are your acquaintances. But after that, what happens? You cut them off. Not like you meant to, but things just, flow like that.
But you know what I just thought about? Jesus always knew that he was going to be the one to betray him. But he never cut him off.
That's really good. That's really good.
I just thought about that. So really, should we be cutting anybody off if Jesus didn't even cut the person that he knew was going to be the reason for his death?
Man. Yeah. Woo. Yeah, that's why I say, as much as we want to close that door, you got to let it have a little crack in there, because God will do the work for you. God will destroy your enemies for you at the end of the day. You just got to focus on yourself, focus on him, and everything will work out. So hopefully we're able to answer those questions for you. Sorry for prolonging certain things, and we will see you next time. Bye.
She did.